Hello everybody, Wild Rocket is here with you from, can you guess where? I'm not in Japan anymore, I've not been there for a while, no. I am in, believe it or not, somewhere beautiful. I'm somewhere with a garden and rail tracks, believe it or not. I am actually back in England. I've been back in the UK for 3 months now. I'm currently living in Cambridge, so that's very nice, it's very fun. And it's taken me a long time to make a video because the past 3 months have been very challenging and very difficult, and things are still quite challenging, quite difficult, but because it's the new year and because I really wanted to share some inspiration and advice with all of you, especially because since coming back here, since working different jobs, moving house a lot, I've had the chance to meet and speak to many different people about sort of many different things relating to health, veganism, self-empowerment, and general well-being. So I wanted to make this video today for two main reasons. The first is to wish you all a very happy new year. I hope you'll have a wonderful and amazing new year. I really kind of sat down and sort of really looked back at all the things I was grateful for the previous year, and I really sat with the energy and the kind of tides of change that the new year is bringing forth, and it really was such an amazing and an eye-opening realization. I really do feel, even though I can't tell the future directly, I really feel strongly with my heart and my soul that this year is going to be, 2016 is going to be phenomenal. And it's okay, so that's the first thing out of the way. Happy New Year to all of you. And the second thing, a theme I want to address is one which, as I said before, I've encountered again and again and again with so many people I've met, probably at least three or four, which is the topic of going vegan or vegetarian, but then for a period of time, whether it's 2 months, 3 months, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, but then going back again from either being vegan to vegetarianism. So you go without meat or dairy, but then you go back to consuming a lot of dairy and cheese, or in some cases going vegan for a period of time but then going back to eating some meat. And I wanted to make this video basically to share with you how I have really made the switch from meat to eating meat to vegetarianism, then to veganism, and then not looked back since. I went vegetarian. A little background. I went vegetarian almost 4 years ago now, and as soon as I went vegetarian, that was it. I gave up meat just instantly. I didn't go back. Going vegan, which was my intention when I stopped eating meat, my intention was not actually to be a vegetarian. I wanted to be a vegan, but it took me a lot longer to give up the dairy. It took me a lot longer because I did not know much about alternatives and things that you could do to replace dairy in your diet. I didn't have a lot of inspiration or education. I wasn't really informed. I wasn't really inspired, and also I was still getting through a lot of deep personal issues around sort of food and my own direction in life. So I didn't actually go vegan and not look back till about, I say mostly vegan, till about September 2013. So that's about a little over 2 years now. And I think the most important thing to bear in mind if you are interested in going vegan or vegetarianism, or if you've done that but then gone back from vegan to eating some dairy, or if you've gone from vegan or vegetarianism to eating some meat, I think the most important thing that you can do to make the switch and not look back is to do two main things. And that's the first thing, which has helped me a lot, is to get informed. And that's that's a very important thing. But the most important thing is the second, and that's get inspired. Now, getting informed is very, very important. I would say it's about 30% important. You need to know, you need to educate yourself about the health benefits of the vegan diet, of the plant-based diet. You need to, it's really, really helpful to read up about the health benefits of nuts and seeds and fruits and vegetables and how they support health. You know, it's very important, of course, to read up about the health, you know, the harmful effects of dairy and how the meat and the dairy industry is exploitative to animals, but also is bad for your health. That's important. But you need to take it a step further and to actually be solution oriented and look up what can you do to replace, you know, meat and dairy with actual healthy alternatives. You know, in meat's case, we have nuts and seeds, we have almonds, we have avocados, we have cashew nuts, we have coconut fat or coconut meat. You know, in terms of dairy, we've got olive oil, we have also sort of avocados, we have nut milks as well. You know, nut milks are, you know, milk made from almonds, milk made from cashews milk made from macadamia nuts are a much healthier alternative to cow's milk. So getting informed about these alternatives, what they are and how they can benefit you in terms of their mineral and nutritional content and how they can support health in different areas of your life is very, very important. A lot of people go vegan and then switch back because they think that the only thing they can do is eat soy, is soy. You know, a lot of people are under the impression that soy is all I can eat, and a lot of people, because when they go vegan, they do so mainly for ethical reasons or political reasons. They do it based on their opposition to something, rather than a direct impulsion to embrace human health. So do it for the right reasons, ask yourself why you're doing it, and get informed about what you can do. That's really, really important. So get informed, read up on the health benefits, and realize that there is more to being vegan than eating soy, and soy is not particularly healthy for you anyway. I would argue that soy is almost as harmful as meat, you know, rather than eating soy mock-up meats, you know, which, because of their resemblance to meat, will not encourage you to really make the switch on a more profound level. So read up about alternatives, read up about almonds, read up about avocados, how you can use those in salads and desserts, and that will help you immensely. So get educated. Now, the second thing, and the most important thing of all, and this is, I would say, 70% important, and that is get inspired. Getting inspired is absolutely vital to going vegan or going vegetarian and not looking back and not eating any meat again, not eating any dairy again. What do I mean by get inspired? I mean surround yourself with people who are either vegan, in the process of going vegan, or even if they're just conventional eaters but are interested and are open to this diet. Surround yourself with those people, share recipes, ideas with them, share the food that you make with them and get them interested as well. You know, share experiences, you know, get together, have some fun, laugh, you know, do food parties. I've been doing that a lot with my housemates since moving to this house, and that's been a lot of fun. So get inspired. That is so, so important, because if you're inspired, and if you're inspired and it gives you the motivation to keep going through this journey. Find out a lot of interesting content, video recipes online, written recipes, have a nice trip to your local health food shop, you know, talk to the shop clerk, talk to fellow customers. You know, it's amazing how such simple things like that can make like all the difference in the world. So get inspired and take it easy. That's really, really important. And even if you slip up a few times, it's okay. The important thing is to not give up. a lot of people, they go vegan and they switch back to vegetarianism, and they kind of stay in that place because they make all kinds of self-justifications for themselves in order to make up for the lack of inspiration and knowledge. But I think people who make the switch from eating meat to vegetarian, or vegetarian to vegan, they may have some slip-ups, but if you've got the inspiration, you know, you're surrounding yourself with good people, you're finding interesting content, and more importantly, you're sharing your experiences, that's going to help you immensely, even if you slip up a few times, to get right back on track, to bounce back and keep going, you know, rather than give up. I went vegan after trying for a year and a half to go vegan. I went vegan in September 2013. Since then I've been 70-80% raw throughout, and I think there's only been, you know, 3 or 4 times at most in which I ate something which had some egg in it. But throughout that time I avoided all meat, of course, but all dairy, all cheese, all butter I avoided completely. So apart from a few times, a few times with eating something that contained eggs, I've been almost completely vegan. So, you know, but I was only able to do this because I had been reading and reading a lot about not just the harmful effects of meat and dairy, which is important as a first step, but as a second step, actually seeking out alternatives, getting informed about what I can use instead of meat and dairy to actually sustain myself on this lifestyle. And I was only able to make that switch in 2013 after getting inspired, you know, after surrounding myself with people. You know, I was in Dubai and I went to a few raw vegan meetups with people, and at the end of my stay in Dubai I even organized my own meetup. You know, that was so helpful, especially because I was just about to go to Japan, a society in which veganism is completely unheard of, you know, apart from very few people in the cities. So to be able to do things like that really helped me to stay vegan in Japan, in a country where there is no separation between eating vegetables and eating meat and dairy. So that was really, really helpful. Get inspired, get informed. I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful Happy New Year again. You know, this is Veganuary, isn't it? So many people in Britain are getting motivated now to try out being vegan, if not necessarily do it permanently, you know, to try it out to see how it's like. I hope you all enjoyed this video. It was so fun making it again. You have no idea how much I enjoyed it. I will see you all again very, very soon. This has been Wild Rocket with you, back again, now with added beard and hair, which is great because it feels much more authentic, at least right now. And yeah, until the next video, peace and God bless you all.